Hey everybody! Today I'm going to react to Barry Avenue's scary stories. Make sure to like and subscribe before the video starts. Let's start with the video now.
Ray had always loved to ding-dong ditch. It was her favorite hobby, and she loved the thrill. One day, as she sat down to watch TV, the news appeared.
Breaking news! A kidnapper is on the loose! Stay safe!
This is silly.
But as Ray knocked, she got grabbed by the shoulder and pulled inside. She went missing, so the police went to her house. They started to look around the neighborhood and got this house. But the police saw something horrifying.
Voila! That black creature was horrifying. Even if you guys ding, don't ditch your neighbors. You'll still get caught, I guess. Let's move on to the second story.
Everyone says my school is haunted, but I never believe them because nothing ever happens. So one day my friend dared me to sneak into the school at night and stay there overnight, and she will give me $100. I usually would not agree to something like this, but I needed the money. So later on I packed everything up and went to the school. The doors were unlocked for some reason, so I just went through them. I decided to set up camp beside the bleachers, since that was the warmest spot. I had to video call my friend every hour, so she made sure I was in the school, and didn't sissy out. Everything was going fine until I heard someone. I quickly hid as I thought it was the security guard. But it was not. It was him.
Oh my god! That black thing is so creepy. What if my school is haunted? Nah, I don't think so. Enough talking. Let's go to third story.
Abigail and I were best friends. She was the most popular girl at school. I was always jealous of her. One day, we decided to go to the beach. At first, we were just sunbathing until I had an idea to go swim. We ran to the water. I ran out of the water. Abigail randomly disappeared. I drove to the police station. I filed a missing persons report for Abigail. 1 year passed, and I turned on the news.
Missing person Abigail Roberts found at the bottom of the ocean after being missing for 1 year.
I was shocked it took them a year to find her. Maybe I shouldn't have let my jealousy get the best of me.
Wait, she drowned her because of jealousy. That's crazy. By the way, they found her in 1 year. Wow, this is scary. Anyways, let's move on to the fourth.
Me and Blair have been friends since we were little kids. We both said we were gonna be friends forever, no matter what. In high school, she became more pretty and really popular. She always had the spotlight when we were together. One day, she told me she wanted to stop being friends with me. I asked her why she wanted to stop being friends. She told me I wasn't pretty enough to be seen with her. When school ended, I followed her home, and that was the last time she was seen. The next day, I went to school and I looked better. I finally got the attention that I wanted.
Well, Blair is a mean friend. She only wants her to be her friend if she is pretty. I thought they said they'll be friends no matter what. But anyways, how could Blair not know how she followed her home? Let's move on to the fifth anyways.
I've always been afraid of the ocean. I'm not afraid of what's in it, or of drowning. I'm afraid of all the dead bodies I have left there.
What? She drowned other people. Why would she do that? It's weird how Barry Avenue stories are the scariest Roblox stories. Let's go to the sixth story.
I had a close buddy named Mary. We texted constantly, went to school together, and hang out a lot. But Mary always stood out. She was way prettier than me and better at everything, but I still really liked her. She was such a good friend. One day, she disappeared without a trace. From school and from my life. A couple of days later, they said on the news she was missing. Years passed. I graduated, met a bunch of new people, and slowly, Mary faded into the back of my mind. But then, out of nowhere,
They finally found Mary.
I was shocked.
Wait, what? How can she betray a great friend? Jealousy is crazy. Berry Avenue stories have so much betraying and I like to watch it at night though. Do you guys like Berry Avenue stories too? And do you guys like playing Berry Avenue? Comment down below. I think I should stop talking so we can head to this vent one. Okay, let's go.
One night a girl named Jane decided to spend the night at the grocery. But first she make a TikTok. So she went in and hid at the closing of the grocery. But she fell asleep. And when she woke up, it was Anne, and she started walking around. But when everything seemed normal, she heard a noise. She looked out but saw nothing. Being hungry, she decided to look for something. But when she turned around, the police didn't find anything, so they leave. Thanks for watching.
Okay, but that was a big jump scare. And why would she stay in the night at the grocery? LOL, that's weird. Not bullying, but it's weird how she sleeps in the grocery. It reminds me of the video of someone staying overnight at Walmart. Let's move to the eat story now.
I have always been jealous of my sister. She was dating my crush, the popular boy, and she was the top of the cheerleader squad. One day I was sitting in front of the school bathroom when I heard some noises. So I went in to check it out, and I found my sister dead. When I went home, my parents were already crying about her death. A year later, I started moving on. I changed my looks and started dating Max, the popular boy my sister took away from me. So I got ready for 2 hours, but I kept hearing weird noises. I just ignored it. Thank you for taking me out to such a nice restaurant.
No need to thank me. Hey, should we order now?
Yeah, sure. I think I'll have a salad with the classic cheeseburger.
Looks like y'all are ready to order. Oh, hey sis, how have you been?
Wait, what? But I killed you a year ago. Who are you?
What? She killed her sister and stole her boyfriend and is now the cheer captain? And then her sister came back to life? Wow, the plot twist is just crazy. Let's go to the 9th.
I was a very famous influencer. When I announced that I was pregnant, I knew that my fame would rise and I would get attention.
Congratulations, you have a healthy baby girl.
My baby looked nothing like me, and even worse, she was overweight already. Are you sure that's my baby?
I'm sure. She's about 7 pounds overweight, but that's all.
As soon as the doctor left, I knew I had to get rid of my child. Nobody online could know that such a hippo could possibly be mine. A few days later, I took her to the beach. As I struggled to hold her heavy body, I walked down the pier and dropped her into the water. As I walked back, I felt no guilt whatsoever. A few years later, I decided to try again for a baby.
Congratulations.
This time, my baby was stunning. She looked identical to me. Me and my daughter had a very special bond. Everyone on my socials agreed. I decided to take her to my favorite place, the beach. As soon as we arrived, she started crying. It's okay, sweetie. Look how pretty the sunset is. I walked down the pier so she could get a better view, but she started crying even more.
Please don't throw me off this time. I'm pretty now.
What? She's a bad mother. She only cares of the baby's body and looks. That's body shame. But when she gave birth to another baby, the baby is the same as the other baby. So, who's the father? LOL. I'm just curious, haha. Let's move on to the final story. Number 10.
I always had this huge hatred for my best friend named Leonore. I hated her, and the worst part is she was always kind to me. We hung out all the time, and I always played off the best friend role, but it was all an act. One night, I was at her house for a sleepover. She was always fast asleep. So I set my plan in action I went over to her bedside and hit her with a bat. After that, I carried her to my car, which I drove over to the bridge, where I dropped her down to the lake. 5 months have gone by, and I transferred to a new school. I had many friends and I was way more prettier. One day, the teacher announced a new student in our class.
Today we have a new student in our class. This is Leonore.
I froze in fear when I saw.
Wait, Leonard is back to life. This is confusing. Deed, she got hit by the bat, and she got thrown in the lake. Weird. That was the last story. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment if you had made it this far. Don't miss part 2. Bye everyone.